Okay, progress video for the week of Christmas. Painting has started. Last week they were priming the walls. This week they're on the third level and they have started spraying the paint on. You can actually tell right there where it's two different colors. So they're spraying the walls and they're going to roll the ceiling. Hopefully you're able to see the difference in color because the color we're using is kind of like an off-white. They're starting to put the doors and such back on. Ceiling's going to be white, walls are going to be off-white, and the trim is going to be white. I think what we're going to do on the doors is black. That kind of looks nice. So again, I'm on the third level in one of the bedrooms. The painting has started. Then they're going to have, I asked them to take it level by level so that we can go right behind them and start putting in the flooring, just to keep progress going while we're waiting on the general building permit to be closed. I also have information on the permits and the inspector as well, but I'll talk about that when I get to the basement and such. I'll try to focus it because we don't have a lot of light going on here, but this is another bedroom. You should be able to tell the difference between the walls, well, the difference in color between the walls and the ceiling. So the walls have been spray painted. The ceiling still needs to be rolled on this floor. And then we also need to do the trim work. So even in the hallway, same thing. You can kind of see where they sprayed the paint on, but they still need to do the ceiling by hand. And then there's trim that has been taken off that will go back around the windows. We have the trim stashed away inside of a closet up here on the third floor. And they also need to do this railing. We're going to do this white. But again, they got halfway down the hall. They got halfway, if you can see where the break point is in the hallway leading down to the second level. So they got all of this done at the top. And then, so far in spraying the walls, they've got the whole floor done except for halfway down the stairway, which we're going to get rocking and rolling on that tomorrow. Because while I'm here, I'm making a list of phone calls I need to make tomorrow so we can get right back at it. The goal is to do one floor, get one floor done per week, an entire floor. So we're going down to the second level. No painting has started on this level, but the drywall is done. We're waiting for the ductwork to be closed in. Have to meet with the inspector again this week. She came out last week and she didn't have any of her paperwork that I had took down to the permit department. So she says she has to go back and check on all of that, but I'm going to be giving her a call again tomorrow or Tuesday to see if she can come back out and give us permission to close up at least the ductwork. This is another room on the second level. Again, all the drywall work has been completed except for around the ductwork. And I hope to have the okay to close in the ductwork this week. We do have a plumber who he's supposed to be pulling the permit this week for the plumbing inspection. I'll be calling him tomorrow because his goal needs to be to have that inspection done before Friday. So, going down the steps. Again, I apologize. We don't up here. It gets dark like around 5 o'clock now. Going down to the main level, plumbing work is what's going on this level as well. On the basement, first level and second level, it's just a lot of plumbing work. Not much more to do. We have all the cabinets are in, except for 2 pieces, still waiting on those. The plumber had to open the wall back up in the kitchen, and because he says that he has to run the water lines, because Yancey, the original contractor, his plumber ran the water lines against the outside wall, and the inspectors are not going to pass it that way. So we had to take down some drywall and run the water lines in the kitchen and in the basement. And let's see here, countertops are in over here. Carpet is in for the second and third floor. That's right here. We have drywall over here to finish up the drywall that needs to be done around the ductwork. We have flooring that's over there. And then we have more cabinets. Going into the basement. We do have light in the basement, thank you, Jesus. So you can definitely see some things. Let's see. Okay, so had to order in a drain cover because the depot has run out. Just got that in. Basement's real clean. We had everything set and ready for inspection. So down here in the basement, you can see where the plumber has been working. We got some old pipes on the floor that he had to cut out. And then we have some pipe fixtures that he just bought. But over here on this wall is where he's working. So this right here, he was saying that the elbows that the original plumber had put on were too large and weren't the right ones. So you can kind of tell the old from the new when you look at it. He's not finished. I do see where he added new pieces to this main pipe right here. And then I see this one right here is not finished. So he's still working. Looks like he has a little bit to do down here. And then he also has to tighten all those water lines where they're hanging, like that, like say right there. He's, which is not, I mean, it's not hard stuff. It just needs to be tight before the inspector gets here. And our goal is to get all that right and tight before I'm going to try to call for the inspection myself, because the inspector told me I could, but then the permit department told me I couldn't. So there's definitely a lot of confusion with the permits department here in Cincinnati. So that's what's going on down here. So this week, the goal is finish up the plumbing work, at least for the rough end, to get that permitted, and so we can start closing up the walls. And then also have the inspector come back out and do the HVAC inspection. Again, she came this past Thursday. She didn't have any of her paperwork. She didn't have any of the drawings that I submitted. She had took a picture of the drawing so she can go back to the permit department. She didn't have the BTUs and all of that I sent in regarding the furnace. She just didn't have anything. And so I don't really know why she came out, but she says she has to come back out. So this time with her paperwork. So anyway, all the paperwork has been submitted. I did that weeks ago. So I am going to call her tomorrow, see if I can get her out here by the end of the week. I don't think she likes coming on Fridays. She always likes to come on a Thursday, but I'm going to see if she can come Thursday or Friday. And then she said at the same time she wants to do the plumbing inspection. So I will be connecting with the plumber, and his goal is to have all the rough-in stuff done by Friday so she can look at that while she's out here as well. The other thing is the citation on the building, the vacant building maintenance license citation. I went down to the permit department and wrote a letter to, it was a director down there. And they wrote me back and said that they extended the citation out 6 months in order to allow the building to be sold because it runs with the property. So as of right now, that $3,600 citation isn't on the building. And it is written to where they come out and check and make sure there's progress going on. Otherwise, they can put it back onto, or they can revoke the extension that they have given. However, the covenant still runs with the building, where the person, if the building changes hands, it has to be to a buyer who will live in the building for at least 5 years. That there wasn't anything I can do about the covenant. They said that just runs with the property because it's a property that belonged to the county before it was purchased. Other than that, the goal is to work on getting these permits closed this week for the plumbing and for the HVAC. And I will be sending another update at the end of the week, letting you know how that went. All right, paint is going on. I'm going to keep them painting and keep them moving, dropping off some paint tomorrow so that they can keep working from the 3rd floor down. I figure by the time we can close up the ductwork, they'll be down to the 2nd floor and they can do that. And same thing on the 1st floor. And then we'll start, hopefully by then the plumbing permit will be, the rough-in will be approved, and then we can start doing the pretty stuff like kitchens, bathrooms, and flooring. And I think that's it.